A former Retribution star has debuted a pretty shocking new gimmick. Have future Impact World title plans been revealed? And we've got the reasons for a couple of AEW stars' absences. So we are kicking things off with the news of a new gimmick for a former Retribution star. It's gone from bad to worse for old Slapjack, unfortunately. Shane Thorne debuting a brand new gimmick in a dark match before last night's SmackDown. He was facing Keith Lee, and as you can see from the picture behind, well, can you tell who he is yet? Shouldn't say that. Shane Thorne is Skinner's son. Outback Jack's nephew. He is in full-blown stereotypical Aussie gear. He's got the hat with the, I think it's crocodile teeth or something going on there. It's a callback, I guess, to sort of early 90s WWE, very character-based stuff. It's also ridiculously lazy, isn't it?
Just a tad. Oh, we've got an Australian on the roster.
Where are you from? In the UK. I know you're from the UK.
Essex.
Essex. So what would your Essex stereotypes be? A wrestler who spits.
Just chavs.
Just chavs. Fair enough.
It's fake tan.
Yeah, that's nice. Isle White. I'd be a wrestler who shagged my cousins. So there he is. Good luck to him, because he's such a bloody talented wrestler. He really is, and he's not had the best of luck in WWE.
No, he feels like he's been there for ages and just nothing has stuck.
Yeah, right. And he is so good. I do feel like he needs some sort of gimmick, because otherwise he is just sort of Shane Thorne, really good wrestler and everything, but I'm not sure this gimmick is right for him. No. He seemed cool with it though. He posted a picture of himself in this gear a couple of months ago on Instagram. I don't think any of us expected to see it make TV. Ryan Satin tweeting a little video of it if you want to go and check it out, to which Shane Thorne replied on Twitter, I mean, I've always been Australian. He's not wrong. How long ago did Crocodile Dundee come out? 35 years?
Oh.
So...
Maybe a bit longer.
Good luck. Moving swiftly on. He was beaten by Keith Lee. Moving swiftly on. Future Impact World title plans potentially revealed from the Wrestling Observer newsletter. And I think this is really, really cool stuff. Quite excited about this. Dave writes, regarding Josh Alexander's match with Christian Cage at Bound for Glory in October, I wouldn't be surprised at all to see Alexander win this, because before Christian was going to win the title, basically stemming from Adam Page pulling out of All Out and the idea of making Cage a viable pay-per-view contender by beating Kenny Omega for the Impact title, I don't know that Alexander was going to be the one to beat Omega, but Alexander was definitely talked about as far as being a future champion, whether it be now or later. And that's awesome, because Josh Alexander is so great. I'm a really, really big fan of his work. He's so intense. He's got that sort of wrestling machine Kurt Angle vibe to him. Yeah. A bit of a lazy comparison to make, I know, but he really does. And more importantly, I think, he feels like one of Impact's own.
Yeah.
He's one of their up-and-coming guys, somebody that they've invested loads into, and it sounds like that investment might just pay off for him. I think he'd be a brilliant face of the company.
Oh, definitely. And to go over someone like Christian, or even if they went with Kenny, it's such a massive push.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Really good luck to him. So he is facing Christian at Bound for Glory in October. The card is starting to shape up a little bit. You've got that Impact World title match, obviously, Christian versus Josh. You've got the Call Your Shot Gauntlet match. You've got Deonna Purrazzo versus Mickie James, which is lovely as well. And then you've got a triple threat match tournament final for the vacant Impact X Division Championship. Trey Miguel, the Laredo Kid, and Alex Zane.
I'm excited about that one.
Yeah.
I love a bit of Alex Zane.
Yeah, I feel like obviously he never really got going in WWE. Had the matches on 205 Live and then was just released really, really quickly. But it feels like he's a guy that everybody's talking about since he's released.
Yeah, he came up so fast through like GCW and then into Japan, just all within a matter of years. And then it feel like he just went to a standstill in WWE and he's just exploded back onto the indie scene. People
are really excited about him, and so am I. I think like if he makes it into that match, then he might just win it.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
Yeah, I'd be well up for it. Next up, A bit of sad news, actually. We got the reasons for a couple of AEW stars' absences, people that you might have noticed haven't been on TV lately. First of all, Brian Cage, and it's written here, Brian Cage's knees flared up after stem cell therapy, which is why he also missed an indie date for Battleground Wrestling in Philly on the 18th of September against Buddy Matthews, formerly known, of course, as Buddy Murphy. Buddy wrestled Casey Navarro instead, and it seems like the match with Cage will happen at the next Battleground show, so hopefully he'll be back sooner rather than later. It certainly sounds like it. And the other is Jake the Snake Roberts, and Dave Meltzer writing, he's been seen in a wheelchair for unknown medical reasons and has an oxygen fitting to his nose, which he removes for taking pictures with fans, as per a recent appearance. Earlier this year, it was reported that he has a lung condition called COPD. Really, really serious stuff. So hopefully Jake, who's had obviously such a troubled past and many, many health issues and personal demons and all that, hopefully he gets well soon and makes his way back to AEW TV, because well, he's one of the best promos ever, and I think he really 100%. Adds a lot to the product.
Yeah,
he's just awesome. So sending our best to both Brian and Jake there. 2 new matches set up for next week's AEW Dynamite, by the way. A big one for Jungle Boy, who is going to go one-on-one with Adam Cole. They had a bit of a stare down and on Rampage last night, so that should be good. That's a really, really big match for Jungle Boy. I don't see him going over, but I think he'll be elevated as a result, and who better to tie it up with than Adam Cole. Also, on next week's AEW Dynamite is going to be Penelope Ford and the Bunny taking on Ty Conti and Anna Jay, following their little scuffle on Rampage as well. Already announced for the show, we got Miro defending the TNT title against Sammy Guevara. Good luck, Sammy. And Cody Rhodes and Lee Johnson facing Dante Martin and Matt Sydal. So it's another stacked AEW Dynamite, that's for sure. It's obviously it's not as big as what we've just seen this week, but some really big matches there. It's just TV worth tuning into, isn't it?
Yeah.
They tend to deliver lately, that's for sure. And we're finishing things off with Pat McAfee paying tribute to an ECW legend. Last night's SmackDown was in Philadelphia. A hot crowd, to say the least. You may have heard of a promotion called ECW. Now, that was run by a guy called Paul Heyman, and that actually took place in Philadelphia. One of their top stars was an absolute mentalist called the Sandman. And last night, Pat McAfee came out to enter Sandman. I thought he was smoking a cigarette on the way down. I thought he went the full way. He had the kendo stick and everything, the Singapore cane and everything, but it was a lollipop in his mouth. It's as if Pat McAfee needs any help getting over even more. Like, people love him, but do that and people are going to be buzzing about it. And it was really, really awesome. He's just great, and I think he adds so much to the product as well. Like, he's one of the best announcers, commentators that WWE have got, and he's picked up so quickly. Yeah,
he's been such a breath of fresh air, really, on the commentary team, and it's sort of revitalised it a bit.
You know what else is revitalised is Michael Cole.
Yes.
You can tell that Michael Cole's really enjoying working with Pat, and Michael Cole's a guy who for so many years has been really slagged off by WWE fans, but actually he's incredible at his job, and I think a lot of the time that people slag him off, it's a little bit unfair because you've got some nutter in your ear. Like, Michael Cole's there with Vince screaming at him, and he's just following company orders. He's actually a great commentator, and it just feels a bit more organic. Pat and Cole together, they're my favourite commentary team, and what a nice tribute to the Sandman, who is insane. We're going to do a triple threat of news. We're going to be back with the hat trick in a couple of hours' time, so check back. There's lots more to talk about. And I've been Adam.
I've been Luke.
We'll see you soon.